Hey everyone. So tonight we are here with Living Well, the Ultimate Health Journey. We're actually here with Dr. Philip Zini, our famous Dr. Philip Zini. He's going to be talking about diabetes. We have Alice Boswell behind the scenes. Angel Conway couldn't join us today, and myself, Jovi Marie. So, Dr. Philip, I know we're talking about diabetes, and that's one of your
Mhm,
specialties that you normally always talk about, and you've helped
mhm.
us with a lot of our clients too, and people that we've known that have been able to reverse the type 2 diabetes.
Right.
So I know I'm talking too much, so let's
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no. All good. All good. So, I prepared a few statistics just because I wanted to make sure that people understood how prevalent it was, or is, I should say, and how common. So, um, in general, and the most recent statistics are about 4 years old, so from 2021. Um, there's about 38.4 million Americans that have diabetes. So that's close to 12% of the population, or about 1 in 10. So if you're in a crowd, chances are 1 out of every 10 people in that crowd are going to have diabetes. The thing that I thought was most important and kind of eye opening for me was this statistic. Out of that 38.4, 8.7 million are undiagnosed. That means that out of that 38.4 million, about 22%, or nearly a quarter of them, don't even know they have diabetes. And quite honestly, I see this almost weekly, and that I'll be doing a physical exam on someone that wants to get a Department of Transportation medical certification to drive a vehicle, and we do a routine urine test, and it'll show up that they have glucose or sugar in their urine.
Oh, wow.
Then we do a finger stick, and the finger stick, even though it's random, is greater than 125, and by definition, that means diabetes. So people are kind of shocked that they never knew they had diabetes.
Wow.
And a little bit of that gets into, unfortunately, the, the sad state of our healthcare system. Either people can't afford it, in other words, they don't have insurance, or if they do have insurance, they haven't seen their primary care in years because they can't get in. So that's kind of an alarming statistic, uh, that there are so many people that are undiagnosed. And then the people that are most commonly found to have diabetes are, and I'll just read these off: American Indian and Alaskan Native adults, um, non-Hispanic Black adults, um, Hispanic, and also non-Hispanic Asian. All that is the largest group of individuals. And again,
Oh,
you've heard me
wow.
talk about this before.
Hmm.
It's not hereditary, it's cultural. And those groups are very tightly knit. It's usually a multi generational home. So grandma might be cooking for the kids because the parents of the kids are out working. And if grandma doesn't have very good eating habits or menu planning, then it just gets passed on from generation to generation. So that's the unfortunate cultural side of things. So that was diabetes. And then pre-diabetes is even higher. So pre-diabetes, about 33 million adults age 18 to 44 have pre-diabetes. And that's a big group of people. Then when you think about ages 45 to 64, that's another 37 million. So less lifespan, only 19 years, as opposed to nearly 27 years. So years of people but more total, 37.5 million. And then 65 and older is another 27.2. So that means that in that same group of people, now 1 in 3 have prediabetes. So
Wow.
again, huge implication for who out there has issues, potential issues, and more importantly, don't even know it. Because as we said before, you know, about 22% of the diabetics don't know they're diabetic, but yet now we have 1 in 3 don't even know they're pre-diabetic. That means all these people are kind of on the cusp or just getting ready to step on the escalator to diabetes, which is
Yeah,
even more important why we have to kind of watch and keep an eye on these people. And
exactly. That's so true, Dr. Phillip. Because a lot of people don't understand or know the difference um,
like,
with that. I know my
yeah,
grandmother died of type 2 diabetes, so that's one of my reasons why, I was so passionate about trying to prevent it, to reverse it, and to see what we could do to make, our families better and, you
mhm,
know, in that aspect. And then my father died of type 3 diabetes, which is what Alzheimer's, right?
right.
But we do have some questions. We have Barbara that's asking, what's the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes, Dr. Phillip?
Sure. So a long time ago, type 1 was usually considered juvenile onset or insulin dependent because when we first started looking at diabetes, it was felt that the pancreas couldn't produce enough insulin. So that was type 1 or insulin dependent. Type 2 then became non insulin dependent or adult onset, which means that unfortunately people got unhealthier, they gained weight, they became obese, and then they developed metabolic syndrome or insulin resistance. And because of that, they needed medicine in order to help their body's insulin work better. Unfortunately, the lines are getting blurred now, and we're having younger people develop type 2 just because, unfortunately, our country as a whole is getting fatter and more obese, which
Mhm.
leads into the next point I want to talk about, and that was comorbidities. And that is people with diabetes often have multiple comorbidities, and that means that they may have high blood pressure, which is about 82% of people with diabetes, obesity, 78%, high cholesterol, that's 77%. And then this is the ones that usually lead to bigger issues, chronic kidney disease, that's about 24%. And then unfortunately, chronic heart disease or coronary artery disease, that's about 22%. And when you think about all those things together, high blood pressure, overweight, cholesterol, coronary artery disease, that's why diabetics in general have a 50% chance higher of having a heart attack or stroke, which also leads to dramatically decreased lifespan and, of course, quality of life, which dovetails into what you were saying, Jovi, and that
Mhm.
is if you're developing issues with blood pressure, with cholesterol, then you're developing really what's called microvascular disease, which
Mhm.
means that the little blood vessels, the capillaries that go to the end organ, most commonly it's the eye. So diabetics develop blindness to the kidneys, um, chronic kidney disease, have them go on dialysis, or the one that comes on suddenly is heart disease and a heart attack. But the one that's not so sudden, that is off, and that is, as you mentioned, Alzheimer's
Mhm.
or various types of microvascular disease, dementia, whatever you want to call it. It's a brain disease.
Wow.
Brenda asked, are there early signs and symptoms of diabetes? So classically, it's the individual that is always thirsty, always hungry, always going to the bathroom. That's classic. However, by the time you get to that, now you're into catch up and trying to treat and manage the blood sugars with medicine until you can do a lifestyle overall. So that's why it is so important for you to get to your primary care, minimally get a fasting blood sugar and an A1C, minimum. If you want to be proactive, you throw on a C-peptide and an insulin level. And then that'll tell you if you're predisposed to even pre-diabetes.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
Anthony, mhm.
go ahead, go ahead.
So Anthony's asking, can diabetes be reversed or canceled, or is it a lifelong condition?
Yeah, so the only ones that we have difficulty with, and probably can't say we can cure, and that is the true juvenile onset. So in other words, the young individual where their pancreas just isn't working well enough and they need insulin. Those people probably aren't going to be going through a lifestyle cure. There's some good research coming out doing beta cell transfers and beta cell implants. Beta cells are the ones, and the islet cells are the ones that help to make insulin. Uh, I don't know if they've actually done a pancreatic transplant or not, but that would be the other possibility. However, the flip side is type 2 diabetes and certainly pre-diabetes can be cured. And it's just a matter of doing the right blood test, getting on a regime of food that loves your body back, that's not pro-inflammatory, that's not high glycemic, that is more alkaline. And yeah, we've had great success. Um, in Jovi's group, she's documented it. People have actually reversed their diabetes and come off their medications.
Mhm. And then
Um,
Shirley is asking, are there any lifestyle changes I can make to prevent diabetes?
yeah, so in general, the leaner you can be, the better off you're going to be. Because adipose tissue, fat tissue, is not inert. People think that fat tissue just kind of hangs out, does nothing, but it's very metabolically active. It requires a blood supply, it requires nutrients to grow, and we don't want fat cells to grow. So if you can keep your weight down and your lean body mass up and your fat weight or percentage of body fat down, then that will be the easiest thing to reduce insulin resistance or eliminate insulin resistance. And then you can do that through good eating, healthy eating, through exercise. Uh, Usually that's the big culprit is not eating correctly and not exercising enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and that's what we were just talking about, Dan the man, I like that, is um, this body fat is not inert. It takes blood vessels. That means that your heart has to work harder in order to pump blood to it. Um, Anytime there's excess blood sugar around or excess calories around, your body's going to want to store it. And the way it stores it is in fat tissue. So you're going to be making those fat cells bigger. So that's why the big emphasis is on a good menu plan. I hate the word diet, a good menu plan, and then also exercise. So the healthy range is anything less than 99, and an A1C less than 5.4. On the proactive functional medicine side, we like to see people with an A1C less than 5 and their blood sugar consistently less than 95. And if you do that um, at least once a year, unless you're borderline, if you're borderline, you probably want to do it every 3 months or once a quarter. But once a year should be good enough just to monitor. What other questions?
We do have some more questions. We have Sherry that's asking, are there any natural or alternative treatments that can help?
Yeah. So again, in Jovi's group, um, we found out that there are certain substances, and it's in this big class called polyphenols. Polyphenols are a naturally occurring chemical that's usually found in fruits, and the one that's the most common is the mangosteen fruit.
Mhm.
And what polyphenol does is it introduces what I coined the term a caloric, a medical, metabolic caloric bypass. In other words, just like gastric bypass surgery shrinks your stomach so this way you can't consume that much sugar and foods, what the polyphenols do is they tell the cell that, hey, you probably don't need all this sugar, so just kind of skip it. Um, so it does that. It also helps to reduce your insulin resistance, which means that now any insulin that you have floating around is going to work better.
Mhm.
And it also helps out with just reducing kind of the oxidative stress on the cells. So the biggest one that has the most polyphenols and xanthones is, like I said, the mangosteen. And we have an excellent spray product. You don't have to worry about swallowing anything. It gets absorbed through the mucus lining of your mouth, and it's called Xanthomest. So that's on the outside of the cell. And then on the inside, Glutamist, and Glutamist is a glutathione product because at about age 20, the body stops, not stops, but decreases the production of glutathione. At about age 40, your body can't keep up. So you have to supplement with glutathione. Glutathione helps the mitochondria, which are the little furnace on the inside of every cell. So it helps your body to create that energy that you need in order to help make good, healthy cells. Your body is producing about 3 million new cells every second. So you want your body to produce good, healthy cells every second. And that's what glutathione does, is it helps the cells to reproduce good, healthy cells. It helps the liver to detox because usually if you're exhibiting all those things of metabolic syndrome, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, obesity, diabetes, prediabetes, the liver is not doing a good job detoxing. And glutathione helps out to do that. So those are kind of the mainstays. And then there are some natural supplements. One is called GLP-1 probiotic, which helps the intestinal tract to produce naturally GLP-1. GLP-1 is what all the pharmaceutical companies want you to take by injection to help you lose weight. There's a natural way to naturally increase that. And it's just a supplement, and it helps your body to create that natural substance in your GI system. which also helps to reduce your hunger, reduce your insulin resistance, and increase your natural glucose metabolism. So those are the three simplest and probably the most profound ways in order to help reduce blood sugar through supplements. And of course, through foods, you want to be as low a glycemic index diet as you can. Sorry, diet menu, and that is um, so foods that don't convert to sugar easily. So green leafy vegetables, those are great, or most vegetables are pretty good. If you're going to have fruits, the darker the color, the berry, the better off you're going to be. And then, of course, lean protein. So that means chicken, fish, pork. Some people call that the other white meat. Um, Fowl, so like turkey, that would be good. Um, and then occasionally, if you want to throw in some lean beef, that's okay too. But again, it's the lean proteins. Some people uh, can't tolerate seeds and nuts. But if you can, then seeds and nuts are also a good source of lean protein because not only are they plant-based, which means they're going to be more alkaline, but they're also going to give you some fiber. Not the greatest source of fiber. Your green leafy vegetables are the best source, but it's another way of trying to alkalinize your diet and also to give you some fiber while giving you protein and trying to stay as low a glycemic index as you can and as ketogenic as you can.
So, Dr. Philip, I also have a question from Brian. How often does diabetes affect other parts of my body, like my heart, kidneys, or eyes?
So that was in some of the earlier statistics. About 82% of people have high blood pressure. About 22% of people have coronary artery disease. 24% of people have kidney disease. Unfortunately, I didn't see a statistic for eye issues or blindness. Um, but those are the big things that we always look out for. So, in other words, if you do have diabetes, then you should be seeing your primary care physician every 3 months and getting an A1C minimally every 3 months. You should be seeing your foot doctor once a year to check your feet out to make sure that you don't have diabetic neuropathy. You should be seeing your eye doctor once a year to make sure that you don't have diabetic changes. Which reminds me that regarding other things that you can do, I completely forgot about some of the people that have diabetic neuropathy have been using our CBDA oil.
Hmm.
CBDA is wonderful for inflammation, especially for neuropathic pain, neuropathic inflammation, and it also helps out with reducing insulin resistance. So that would be another one to start is the CBDA oil.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Dr. Philip. I know that a lot of our members did like that as well. I also have another question from Princess. How much exercise should I get, and what type uh, are best for diabetes management?
Yeah. So I hate to quote a big sporting brand out there, but you know what it is. Just do it. Doesn't make a difference what exercise you do. Just do something. Um, if the only thing you're doing is surfing the couch, then just get out and walk. If you're already walking, then maybe walk a little bit further, a little bit faster. If you're already walking briskly, then maybe jog or get on a bicycle or get on a treadmill. The whole idea is to gradually increase, and the standard rule of thumb is about 10% a week. So that means if you're walking 10 minutes a day, then the next week you do it for 11 minutes. The week after that, it's going to be nearly 12 minutes. And it's a slow, gradual increase. And the reason why is you don't want to develop an overuse injury, and chances are you may not be used to the exercise, so you don't want to hurt yourself. So any exercise is good, and the more you do of it, the better. If you can, if you have the ability to get your heart rate up a little bit during that period, that's even better. And that's called high intensity interval training. So in other words, you're out walking and you can comfortably talk to your friend, and then maybe for about 10, 15, 20 seconds, you walk briskly to the point where maybe you can't talk comfortably to your friend. And then you slow it back down again and you walk at a comfortable pace for 1 to 2 minutes. And you do that back and forth for however long your exercise period is. If you can, you should try to work up to a minimum of 30 to 40 minutes of exercise most days of the week. And that'll help out with burning fat, driving your blood sugar down, driving your cholesterol down, driving your blood pressure down. It helps out with everything. You're going to think clearer. It's going to help get blood and oxygen to your brain and your kidneys. So exercise is one of the best medicines out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so true, Dr. Phillip. And I know it's already time. We're at that hour already that we've set those 30 minutes. So you guys be ready for some more questions that you might have for next time. Next Wednesday is going to be 6 p.m.
Mhm.
And it's going to be PST. Sorry. I'm losing it. And then it's going to be 8 p.m. Central Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So get your questions, guys. I know Dr. Phillip has been helping us out. If you do have questions with any health or anything like that, we also have the cookbook, which is simple recipes for a diabetic diet plan. And there's different recipes in here, so you can always try that out as well. So we are Living Well, the ultimate health journey. Dr. Phillip, do you have any other inputs that you want to add to our talk?
Yeah. Take care of yourself now while you can. Invest in your health now while you can. If not, you're going to be paying for it later on in life. So invest in your health now. Take care of yourself. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.
And we're also going to have a short little video afterwards as well. So watch it all the way through, you guys. And see you next week, same time, Wednesday. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to the future of vitality and anti-aging. Our revolutionary products in our Vital for Life pack will support your journey toward optimal health, beauty, and longevity. Let's dive into these groundbreaking discoveries reinventing the health and wellness industry. As you twist and mist delicious Glutamist onto the soft tissue of your mouth, you'll love how the nanobubbles enter your body and are delivered in as little as 4 seconds with almost nothing to swallow. Glutamist is an advanced, highly absorbable mist combining nano-sized, pharmaceutical, medical-grade glutathione in our proprietary cellular nutrition blend. This blend of 60 essential ingredients supports detoxification, slows aging, increases energy, and improves regeneration. Modern science confirms that glutathione depletes regularly, Our bodies naturally produce less glutathione as we age, along with factors such as oxidative stressors like stress, poor diet, smoking, pollution, and infections. Our 10x Pure proprietary process enhances the bioavailability of glutathione, optimizing up to 99% absorption and magnifying its benefits. The master antioxidant glutathione supports cellular energy production, healthy aging, muscle and joint health, inflammation health, optimal immune function, natural detoxification, quality sleep, mental focus, and beautiful skin. It is also perfect for athletic performance and the rigors of an active, age-defying lifestyle. CTFO's Performance Mist category is bolstered with the addition of Xanthomist, which delivers powerful mangosteen-derived xanthones directly into the body. Using our 10x Pure proprietary encapsulated nano-emulsion technology, Xanthomist bypasses the degradation of gastrointestinal gut enzymes, ensuring higher potency and bioavailability of its active ingredients. Oxidant-rich Xanthomist supports overall health and well-being, cardiovascular health, a healthy inflammatory response, immune system support, blood sugar balance, and brain function. And we don't stop there. CTFO's 10x Pure Ultimate Multivitamin and Mineral Supplement is a patented breakthrough in the nutrition industry. Enhanced with our 10x Pure delivery technology, it ensures optimal absorption of vital nutrients, supporting cardiovascular health, cognitive function, bone and vascular health, and more. Most vitamins on the market end up in the toilet. Ensuring proper absorption is a crucial key to reaping their health benefits, which CTFO's 10x Pure technology delivers. This innovative supplement combines 23 exceptional ingredients, including amino acids, chelated minerals, biologically active folate, vitamin K2, and vitamin B12. It's the ultimate cost-effective solution, delivering remarkable results for those seeking optimal health and vitality. Finally, meet Super 7, a delicious blend of the world's 7 major superfruits in a delicious, easy-to-assimilate, natural energy-boosting immune support chewable tablet. It delivers vitamins, antioxidants, enzymes, and much more in a daily family favorite ritual. At CTFO, we're committed to changing the future outcome of health and wellness, to advancing truly groundbreaking innovations that help transform how you live, feel, look, and age at the core of our Vital for Life pack. Revolutionize your health with Glutamist, Xanthomist, 10x Pure Ultimate, and Super 7 nutritional supplements. Experience the best health technology ever to be introduced with Vital for Life. Take the first step towards a healthier, happier life today. Visit our website and order your Vital for Life pack now. Our commitment to excellence extends beyond quality products. It's about ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. With our 60-day empty bottle guarantee, you can try our products worry-free, knowing that if our product doesn't meet your expectations, you're 100% covered. We'll even refund your shipping. Experience the difference with CTFO's advanced, high-speed nutrition technology and redefine your future. Healthy cells, happy life. Welcome to CTFO.
Where's the wizard?